Hey, Enlightenment Garden here. It's early September. It's been about 3 months since I last did a fig tour where I planted a large number of small 1-gallon fig plants in the ground. So I'm going to do a quick update. I'm not going to go through every cultivar in their description, but as the fruit ripens, I will do tastings on each one and describe the fig in more detail. So I'm going to just do a quick tour since I do have like 40 varieties in the yard. I want to keep this video somewhat short. So starting off here, down here is a Moroccan Noir. This is a Moroccan dark fig. You can see it's setting fruit here. This was one of the 1 gallons that I planted. It's already about doubled in size, and this is put on some growth, but some of these others you'll see have put on tremendous growth. This is a Violet de Bordeaux. It's been in the ground for about a year now. This is a dwarf tree, really good sweet berry fig. Its eye is not closed, but close to it. And this one actually produced figs from the spring on. So it does produce 2 crops. This seedling in front here was planted in January as a 1 gallon, and it's actually was discovered in Encanto Farms, which is in San Diego, growing beneath a coffee tree. And this thing has really stretch out since planting. It's quite wide, 4 feet. On the Figs for Fun forum, they describe this particular seedling as not being productive, having to wait 4 to 5 years for fruit. To my surprise, I'm getting fruit set already at 8 months in the ground. You can see all along these branches that have more of the trident shaped leaf. It also has single lobed leaves that don't appear to be fruit bearing branches. So this is supposed to be a tree that produces 3-inch in diameter fruit with a very deep berry taste. The flesh inside is so deep red that they say it stains actually. This is a little ruby. This is a little seedling that I got from Well Springs. So it's still small at this point, but definitely has grown. This is a Petit Negre that I got from Logi's, planted last year, and it too is producing figs. These are supposed to be quite small, the figs, hence its name. Have a similar flavor profile to Violet de Bordeaux, but you can see these leaves are real spiny. This finger-like leaf. So it's producing figs along all these branches. So it should get a pretty good crop. Over here is the black Ischia, or Ischia, that I got from CNY, planted 3 months ago. This has really grown. So it was only about 6 inches tall. That's right here. So all this is new growth, all the way up. And it's about, I'd say, just under 4 feet tall. I don't see figs quite yet forming, but you can see the nodes signal that it looks like it's coming soon. Over here is a Texas Blue Giant. I got this at Tropica Mango here in Phoenix area. It's fairly loaded with fruit. This was planted in the fall, so the fruit's not going to be huge, but these do produce really nice sized figs once you get to year 2 or 3 and beyond. Over here I have a brown turkey fig. This thing's been producing figs on and off since spring. This has been in the ground for a year. 5-gallon, I believe, that I planted last summer from Home Depot. And it's just always loaded with figs. I did graft an Alma. I believe this is from Texas A&M that produced this fig. You can see the parafilm still on there, but that one took. Starting to leaf out. Go back here. This one is a Magnolia or Brunswick seedling from Wellspring. It's grown quite a bit. It was very, very small at planting. It probably won't produce fruit this year. None of the Wellspring seedlings do I expect to get fruit off of, since they're so tiny. Over here is a green Ischia. I planted this last year in the fall. Didn't get any fruit off of it last year. It seems to be a bit of a slow grower. I don't see any figs quite yet, but I do see a lot of nodes, so this one should be producing soon. Here is another Wellspring seedling, although this one has just blown up with growth. This is a yellow long neck. It's supposed to be a really sweet, delicious fig, yellow skinned. This is a white Marseilles. This was also a seedling from Wellspring. And yes, these are planted very close to the wall. And no, I won't be growing these out to full size. I plan to do more of an espalier type formation on them. I want a lot of varieties, so I'm going to be keeping them pruned up. This is a blackjack fig. It's a dwarf variety. Dark fig. I haven't gotten too much fruit off of this yet. This was planted last year. This is a graft that I did last, actually in the springtime. This is a Ronde Bordeaux, and it's really pushed a lot of growth. And I believe I see the start of what could be a fig there. Over here is a Celeste Fig. This is considered to be a pretty popular sugar fig. It's gotten really bushy here. No figs quite yet. Here's one that I just planted last month. This is a Flanders fig. It's putting on growth. Over here is a Deanna Fig. This also was just recently planted. And the last two, so I got it Rolling River Nursery, along with these two over here. So this one is a Chicago Hardy, and it's already produced a fig. These are supposed to be pretty good berry fig with some complex finish. Some people have likened it to almost like a wine type taste to it. This is a Desert King. It's put on a lot of growth. Over here is my Celeste Fig. I planted this one in the winter. This is an improved Cadota type fig. Some more of your honey flavor profile. And it's quite productive. It's produced figs on and off all year since it broke dormancy. This is the Tiger Panache that has really blown up for me. This was planted at a size about like this stick. You can see I can just barely get my hand around it. It's really fattened up, grown tall. It's exceeding my height. And by far my favorite fig. You can see the striped characteristic pattern on the skin there, yellow with green stripes. When the fruit is ready, it loses those stripes. It's all yellow. So highly recommend Panache, and it's pretty readily available to purchase from even big box stores. I've seen them. Alright, this is another Rolling River new purchase. This one is called Deanna. It's adjusting, settling in and growing. No figs yet. Over here is one of the CNY figs. This is a black Marseilles, and this thing has gone crazy with fig production. Seeing quite a few figs developing here. So that looks like a winner. Behind the jungle here, guava, I have some more figs. This is a black Triana, and this one has blown up with growth. It was another CNY fig that was, 6 inches tall, so all of these new branches came in 3 months' time. It's also producing figs at this stage. This is a pretty amazing one. This is the Scots Black, and it was a seedling from Wellspring and probably has grown the most out of all of the Wellspring plants. This one looks like it may even produce some figs this year, as small as it was when I planted it. This one is also one of the CNYs. It's really blown up with growth. Huge leaves. This is a Jenavc0 Portugal. And it is probably about 3 feet tall. And it's on its way to producing figs for me. This is my Black Mission. This was planted last year. Really good figs off of it already. Starting to produce more figs. Main crop. Putting on growth. This one's about 4.5 feet tall. Over here is my LSU Tiger. This one was also CNY fig, about 6 inches tall. and it has grown to about 3 feet tall already. Nice big leaves, and looks like it is producing some figs down in here. At least the nodes are coming in. This is another wellspring seedling. This one is called Olympian. So this is a cooler climate fig, but it seems to be taking our summer heat just fine. We did get to about 120 in June. These figs have been handling it. Here's my other Violet de Bordeaux, and this one's pretty packed full of figs. This I got from Rain Tree Nursery. So each of the branches seem to have quite a few figs down in here. And yeah, I'd probably rank this one number 2 so far in taste. Let's see, that one's starting to ripen up. So the dark color on that. So yeah, there's probably like 40 figs on this tree, and it's about 5.5 feet tall. This is my newest purchase. This is an Triana that I got from One Green World. Came with fruit already on it. You can see it's just starting to push some new growth. This is my LSU Scots Yellow. So this is another one out of Louisiana State University, famous Dr. O'Rourke breeding program. This is a harder to find fig. This is yellow skinned. More of that honey flavor profile. This is a fig I just recently got from Ben in Seattle. This is a Green Greek. It's supposed to be really good taste. Similar to a Smith. So definitely that berry type taste. This is my LSU Purple. And this one was struggling. It was in the shade. I transplanted it about 3 weeks ago. And it's doing a lot better now that it's in full sun. So it's a lot happier. Over here is a Col de Dame Noir. Dark French variety. It's supposed to be excellent. Berry fig. It's starting to have some activity down along the trunk, some nodes pushing, so it will be producing some figs this year. Here's my white Texas Everbearing. This one is very productive. Largest Breba fruit I've ever seen. Delicious caramel type flavor. I did a tasting on this one not too long ago. Over here is what I was sold as a Jelly Tiger. I really don't know what this is. It is extremely productive. I mean, this is a graft I did in the spring, and you can see there's like 10 figs all clustered there. Got a red flesh on the inside. Kind of a flat bottom. shape. This is another graft. It's a Salem Dark. You can see it's produced a fig. This is a really good sweet fig type profile off these white Texas Everbearing. Here's another LSU type fig. This is a Scots Black. It's pushed a lot of growth. Really looking forward to this one. Another CNY fig. This is a Borgia SOT Grease. And it's producing figs. This is supposed to be a really delicious red variety. And I believe this is French. Oh, didn't mean to skip this one. Here's my champagne fig. This one I got from Just Fruit and Exotics, planted last year, and it is quite productive. So this is a, honey type fig. Maybe one of the best of the honey figs. It's supposed to be better than the LSU Gold Yellow. So very productive little tree. Stands about 3 feet tall. And I have one last fig to show you. This last fig is a white Genoa. It's actually a fig that prefers cooler climates. But it has been productive, and it's actually quite a good fig. It's definitely got more of the berry notes to it, but I'd almost say it has a bit of an apricot taste to the fruit. It's starting to leaf out now that we're cooling down a little bit. Anyhow, that's our fig update for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.